You better get after it and make a statement on the opening kickoff. You better come after him and come after him and come after him all night long. The whole night. And don't back off. Not 1 second the whole night. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, let's get a payback on 3. 1, 2, 3. Payback!
I thought when they scored to make it 21-7, they had a lot of momentum on their side. And if we'd gone into halftime at that point, it was kind of like, okay, what's going to happen? The second half would have been big to start the opening drive because they could have cut it to 7. But when Josh came back and broke that little run, and we got 7 real quick, we were just trying to run out the clock. We didn't want to do anything stupid. All of a sudden, he breaks the run. It gets 27. I felt really good. As long as we came out with the same energy, which I thought we did, it would be fine.
About Hawkins, what did you see in him at the start of this year?
You know, I mean, I saw how hard he worked all spring, all summer, and I kept thinking this kid's going to be good. You know, we changed the offense around a little bit. We're a single-back offense this year, tried to take advantage of his quickness. I thought he could be good. I didn't know how good. And we were over here one night, the first week of pads, practicing under the lights, and it was basically our number 1-0 against our number 1D with the exception of him. And the first 20 plays we ran, we couldn't do anything on offense. He goes in at tailback, comes over from the defense, and we just ran all over the field. I'm like, wow. You know, he's got some explosiveness. It's great because he's a kid who was he hasn't had a chance to play the last 2 years because we had really good running backs. But instead of complaining about it or quitting, he just kept working, waiting for his time, and now he's definitely making the most of it.
Great game. My line did everything. It's all on them. It's all up to them. So I just ran behind them. Made a few people miss, made a few good runs. I thought I could have did a little bit better in the second half, but fatigue. Got to get better.
How much confidence does a victory like this give you guys headed into league play?
Great confidence. We still got to go back and fine-tune a few things. Get ready for Villa Park next week.
Like what?
Everything. There's always room to improve, you know? There's always room to improve.
Kurt's in it. He's good. He's an animal. He's very, very good. He's probably the best inside linebacker that I've ever coached. And he's kind of the heart and soul. When he gets going, he fires up that whole defense. And a lot of times I'm good with the offense. I call the offense, but when I was watching, he was either making the play or he was around it. You know, he's a very good linebacker. And the one thing he's really worked hard to improve over the last season is speed. And I think it showed tonight against a good team.
Our defense stepped up big. Our D-line was looking to have a great game this game. And, they did. They made some sacks. They made a lot of great plays. They had this wicked screen over at Laguna Hills. And, we pretty much dominated until that last one there when they scored the touchdown. I hate it. I hate getting scored on. It's miserable. We were playing Santa Ana a couple weeks ago, and we won 46-3. I walked in that locker room madder than anyone else. I was so mad they scored that 3 points. I couldn't sleep that night. But wait for us from Villa Park next week. It's going to be a great game, rivalry game. Come out and see us.
Guys, gentlemen, that is a very, very good football game you just played. You all feel very, very proud of yourself. You ought to be very, very confident going into the league. Many people out there still don't believe us. They're probably going to still say you haven't played a good team. But I'll tell you right now, I know we have. And I know we got a good team. You ought to believe it too, gentlemen. This is a very good football team we have that we can bring it every week. And as long as we show up to play, we're going to compete with anybody that we play. Okay? Feel very good about this. Let's enjoy this one. 5-0, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's go! Let's go! Right on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get right!